things. Well, I guess patience is. I guess a lot of us will forget about what's going on in the Middle East. Unless it's affecting you. Unless you watch the news. Yeah, it's kind of weird how they're going to wait. Probably because the U.S. is broke. And going to war is not a good idea. Not really. So, and then it's like a long-winded distraction. So anyway, this is for the better, or just, I don't know, it's just, the U.S. is not in a good spot right now. It doesn't need to go to war with anybody. So, let's see. But yeah, Iran can easily turn into Iraq or even worse. So I believe they're trying to avoid that, but I'm not sure if they can or not. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Well, no, we won't. Well, in 2 weeks we'll find. Jeez. This might be the eyesore that goes, yeah, they can prolong this forever. So, you know, I guess somewhat similar to Ukraine in some ways. In some form. I don't think they want to do that. But it has some of the markings of it now, doesn't it? So, you know, when you look at it, why don't you just, like, end the damn thing then? Get it over with. But now it's like, I'll wait 2 weeks or whatever. They might do something between now and then, but who knows? So, that's a world review. Yeah, of course, yeah, I don't see Putin backing down on Ukraine or anything. Trump can dance all day long on that one. And Putin just, I don't give a shit about what he doesn't care. So, there went that one. So, yeah, it's connected to the state of the world energies, I guess. Orion frequencies, of course. Yeah, once again, to bring in the chaos energies here, it's working out quite well. Yeah, when you have a lost world like this one, you know, and society is just not exactly finding its higher purpose. Some are. Most don't. Good luck with that. Yeah, going the opposite direction seems to be the way to go. I guess it's too hard to, you know, it's not for everybody, obviously. Well, you're given the opportunity to advance yourself. Let's put it that way. I think everybody is. Even those that aren't meant to do it, they can change their timeline where they can evolve. So think of it that way. But it's obviously the majority just does not care. And that is why the world is the way it is. And they can blame the elite all day long. It's still up to the individual. Well, energetically, you can change your frequency. It doesn't mean you have to be the happiest person in the world, but you just change your frequency to know more about yourself and figure out your own mystery and not be mind controlled by every single thing that's here. Because all these distractions that keep you from yourself. And it's not easy to uncover one's identity on a higher level. And the majority can give a shit. So, yeah, just come down to the slop where they are. Yeah, good luck with that. No thanks. It's not that great. So, no. I came ill prepared. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of a short one. I have to get up early, like now. I shouldn't be here right now. Time to common private sessions. Maybe. Schedule. Shop here. Yeah, if society wanted to evolve, I'd be out of the job, and that's quite alright with me. But that ain't happening. Good luck with that. But it is true though. I think everybody here, everybody on this planet has a or whatever this is, simulation, bad dream, whatever it is. Narcissistic hangout. The hub of the narcissist. Not everybody's ours, but there's quite a few of them here, and they're having a blast. That is the life of being a psychotic. But aside of that, I believe, yeah, like I said, I believe everyone has a chance to, or doesn't mean they have like their spiritual awakening, but they can awaken it if they want to. Let's put it that way. Or we can just live the easy street and do nothing. That seems to be plan B, or whatever that plan is. It seems to be the more popular one. Yeah. So, others don't believe in this stuff. Well, that's why you stick with the majority. And those that want to evolve can find their way out of this place. Let's put it that way. Might not be easy. They don't make it easy. They want you to be a programmed robot. They want you to be a zombie. They, as the elite system, I mean, they're just testing you. I mean, if you get past their tests, that there's like, damn. It is a game. It's like a video game, like they're always. But there's not one that they. I mean, I guess you could make a movie about it or something, or I'm not sure if there's really anything out there like it. But the elite here are designed to shut you down, and yeah. Yeah. Well, because what's here is non-physical, and they're teaching you the physical is everything, and we're all just a bunch of crazy. And of course, those in the spiritual community some of the craziest people are there. Yes, that is true. Of course, yeah, beings that are hijacked and mess with people, to get you to stay shut down. So it does attract a lot of psychos too, just deliberately to shut everybody, to keep people confused and all that. To poison the well, let's put it that way. Try finding that on some of these podcasts that just copy what other people say. Not to name names. Yeah, it's like, keep talking. Keep the propaganda going. We'll check in every once in a while and see what kind of crap you're dishing out on those just aren't there yet. Yeah, they're just digging themselves a hole. Those that are manipulating society, they're just, I mean, if you know what to look at, they don't like to be called out. Not that I'm going to call them out, verbally. But, just dirty. There's a lot of that. And they're popular. They got popular very easily. And so on. At least on a spiritual side of it. Or whatever they call it. It's like spiritual propaganda. Entertainment. Yeah, where does your soul go after that when you're doing stuff like that? Probably as a dumpster somewhere. And they might give them some kind of golden fleece or something, or some kind of. But either way, their energy is just junk. Of course, like I said, the majority loves it. So, whatever. Not my business. Yeah, just can you find your way through the minefield? That's it's not easy. Because I have everything going here to push you back, into the matrix, you could say. Yeah, they just like cut off all supply, make your life as miserable as possible. You just keep going forward and just not let them stop. Not many people can do that. Then they just give up and just okay. I'm just gonna be a zombie. Screw it. Yeah, it's not as easy as it sounds. Some of you know, but some come here like extra aliens so they can deal with this place, but it's still not easy. The majority just says they can't do it. They give up very easily. Let's put it that way. A good amount does. Even from experience, yes, they give up way too. It's like they didn't even try. It's like, no, that looks too hard. I'll just be a robot. And their higher self looks at their human selves like, oh, so that's what decayed human looks like, huh? Must be nice, huh? Nice. Yeah, disgusting. Enjoy your next 1,000 years here. But at least you know everything. Jesus. Yeah, it's horrible. Just, anyway. Yeah. So, going to, I guess the Orion energy is on a neutral level. It's a war and mind control that's here and so on. Yeah, this is all just a test. You can always bypass all their junk. Some do, most don't. So, now what the award is? Well, I guess the award is just they don't have to keep coming back here. That's one of the awards. And it's just internal, like you pass it. It's an internal test because you test yourself. Some feel like they don't. It's like, did I put myself through this? You'd be surprised. Yeah. There's a lot of. Well, of course, others are not making it easy. So, anyway. All right, we're going to Orion Energies on a neutral level business. Agrees with other Orions. Yes, on a neutral level, 10th dimension. Yes, your world is like a puzzle piece. It is a master plan to keep society from itself. It's a game about higher dimensional beings that, some of them are even positive, but they know you have to go through this. This is where the soul is. And some of you incarnate, yes, to the most opposite planet you'd ever want to incarnate into. To assist, it's kind of like an angelic mission, you can say, to help others snap out of the prison state that they're in mentally. To not be a slave anymore. Obviously, slavery does have its perks. They do feed you, or you find some kind of food somewhere. They have entertainment. They do have, you have inmates. So, they do make it where it's not completely clear that it's a slave society, even what it is. They don't take away everything, just give you water, dirty water, and put a true cage. The cage is there, it's just not clear, as some of you know. But you always have, yes, the freedom to walk away. But, yes, it's not as easy. Yeah, but you have to make a breakthrough. You have to break out. You have to, some say they're breaking free. I'm breaking free of the Matrix, but yet they're still behind bars. So breaking free is up to the individual, of course. You can't go into all details of it. But yeah, if you're telling everyone you broke out of the Matrix and you're still in the Matrix, you're not fooling anybody. You might be fooling yourself and those that are around you. But trust us, you can tell yourself whatever you want to say. But some of you are just naturally here to break free of this system, but also to assist others. Well, many don't believe this is a I mean, they know it's a slave system, but they don't realize they can get out or they gave up and so on. That's what makes it so difficult. But it is kind of like you know, was it SEAL Team 6 goes in to do a rescue, you can say. For those that want to be rescued, you'd be surprised how many would say, "God, just go. We're all fine here." Well, because they made this prison center very, enticing. But we just reject all of it. You can see the other side because they're agents here to show that this is not a jail cell. This is, I mean, it is, and it isn't. It is and it isn't. But it more is than isn't. I mean, it doesn't have to be fully that way. You can still have some kind of freedoms, but still. But to truly break free is not as easy as it sounds. Some movies didn't know. Yeah, as for Israel and Iran, it's just another way to keep your society enslaved, of course. So, but you still have the freedom to find your way out. So, energetically.